Hi, my name is Alazar Musi, and this is my benchmark video discussion on informed consent. Um, in this week's reading by authors Remley Jr. and Hurley, um, they have a section focused on informed consent. And this is what they had to say about informed consent. They said that as an ethical obligation, the rationale for informed consent is simple. Clients have a right to know what they're getting into when they come for counseling. Most clients are not experts in counseling, so they must trust their counselors to provide them with the information they need to make a good decision. As a counselor, our number one responsibility should be to protect the health of our clients. They're here, they're coming for their health, and uh, they're trusting us um, to provide them the services that they need to get back into good health, so they can function with autonomy. And so, as counselors, we need to be able to provide an atmosphere that is safe for them, that will allow them to be their full selves and to express their full selves. And this is why we have informed consent forms to just outline for clients, our clients, for them what their rights are, what they can expect out of us, and then allowing them the peace of mind to come to us and know what to expect from us. Now, I found an example from here in Dallas. My own counseling center, the one that I go to for myself, is the Center for Integrative Counseling and Psychology. This is a Christian counseling center. And the counseling, they have three different forms that I have found, with a supplementary form as well. So first, of course, they have the adult consent form. They do also have a minor counseling form with a that is with a following weekly parent report, as well as a telecounseling consent form as well. They do have Spanish versions of these forms for their Spanish speaking clients. And of course, the consent form um, does address everything according to HIPAA acknowledgments. So it does address the privacy practices with examples of how information is disclosed, according to with permission, as well as the rights of the client. Addresses the privacy policies, late cancellations, and missed appointment policies, therapist accountability, their limitations, as well as contact information for when there is an emergency. They also cover fees and financial terms, client records, letters and documentation, court fees, FEMA disability paperwork, as well as insurance. And this is where it kind of feeds into the separate consent form for internet or telephone counseling, because um, that is a whole new field. And there is an article that I was reading on that very topic from Julie Nelson, that was published in 2008, and it's just about the growing need for telemental health solutions, because it is significantly cheaper and more cost effective, uh, able to provide mental health resources for more people, and how things will be gravitating that direction. And so, seeing how the Center for Integrative Counseling and Psychology has fully embraced that for a few years now, but even more so now during the pandemic, have been able to take advantage of this resource. And so it's really amazing. Something that I have found and I looked into is the Texas Administrative Code for professional counselors. There are rules for confidentiality and required reporting. The list isn't very extensive, but as I look back and forth, I see that Texas does reserve the rights to protect, or does provide clients the right to protect their privacy, um, and that counseling centers must comply with Texas Health and Safety Code concerning access to mental health records and confidentiality information, as well as a few other things as well. So Texas does take it very seriously here. Texas government or the state takes it very seriously. Um, and and again, I think ultimately it comes down to what is best for the counselor or for the client, for the counselee. And it does protect the counselor as well. And so that is what I have found. And thank you for allowing me to share. And hope to continue learning with you all.